Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. This is our morning get together live here on Facebook. I see that we picked up a little bit of a delay in the introduction. I hope it goes away. I am still trying to chase the cost behind these delays, and I've been rather unsuccessful as finding it. But I appreciate your patience. Today is Monday. No, it's not Monday. It's Friday, June 24th. And it's been 3 days since I was diagnosed with COVID-19, 5 days since I started with symptoms. But here we are trying to feel better every day. And I actually think that I'm feeling better. I hope you are doing okay out there. Today, we have all kinds of interesting news. And I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. We will have a little dare with you. I will propose a dare, rather, but we will do that in the second half of the broadcast. As always, I welcome anyone that is joining us for the first time to let us know that you are here for the first time, and you can do so by writing the word new in your comment. And that way we will give you a nice little welcome. If you have an important comment to share, one that you want us to look at, one that you would like us to react to, please add the letter Q at the beginning of your comment, and I'll be so very happy to give it a go in the second half of the broadcast once we start with the comment section. Today, I'm still schwitzing. I can't stop sweating. This is horrible. And this could be because of COVID or humidity or God knows what. Let's see. Today we have COVID vaccine, buses, tropical storm, stooping. Yes, we're going to talk about stooping, um, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. That's all I'm going to say. In fact, let's just get started with the news, and I'm going to run our transitions as usual and hope that we won't continue with delays later on in the broadcast. It's good to be back. Well, it's good to be backer, if there's such a thing. Um, Apparently, COVID vaccines for children are coming sooner than expected, at least as far as the announcement is concerned. Health Undersecretary Hugo Lopez-Gatell has stated that vaccination for children 5 to 11 years of age will commence this coming Monday. That said, we still don't have any uh, um, local announcements regarding availability. I did read elsewhere, though, that these are going to be special Pfizer vaccines that are pediatric, not the ones for us adults. So a specific lot for that age group is needed for the government to proceed. Now, this next headline caught my attention. It says here, This is your last opportunity to vaccinate with Pfizer in Jalisco. And then it says that the new campaign, which is coming, will be the last opportunity to receive a Pfizer vaccine. What does that mean? Well, apparently, starting on July 5th, the only Pfizer vaccines that will be made available to the general public will be for second shots and boosters. Um, Oh, Maggie, you are a friend to my heart, and I will get to your comment about stooping in a second. Anyhow, I don't know. I read this news about the vaccines, and apparently, what I read from this article is that there will be no more first vaccines in our state, which means that if for whatever reason you have waited this long to get vaccinated, or it's taking you this long to change your mind about vaccines, and you're now thinking, oh, duh, maybe I should get vaccinated after all, you won't be able to get a first shot in our state starting next month. So if you haven't gotten your first shot, you might as well try to get it while they are available. Of course, this is an article with news that is written in Puerto Vallarta style, which means that the clarity is questionable. We will keep looking for more information about these important matters, and we will always share it with you if we hear something more clear to that effect. And did I make much sense in that last statement? No, but that's okay. I have COVID. I can get away with this. According to this news item, there are close to 250 cases, active cases of COVID in Puerto Vallarta at present time. I don't know about you, but now that the pandemic is not supposed to be as serious as it was before, I am hearing of more COVID cases amongst my peers than ever before. So I don't know if that number is accurate, or maybe we are less prone to conceal our disease to others. I wonder, what is your take on that? Are you finding among your friends that you hear of more cases now than before? I look forward to your comments, because I'm not entirely sure that I know how to feel about that. 250 cases in Puerto Vallarta. I don't know. Based on the numbers and the comments that I hear from my friends, I would think that there are more cases out there, but what do I know? Another Mexico state, Puebla, has announced the return of mandatory face mask use in closed spaces and outdoors whenever a large concentration of people is present. Again, we keep track of what's going on in other states just to get a sense as to what we can expect from our own governor. And, you know, we will see if Governor Alfaro decides to change the guidelines. I just hope that my concert that I'm going to in Guadalajara next month for my birthday, I'm going to hear the Jalisco Philharmonic perform music that I love. I hope it doesn't get showered on, and I don't mean rain. I mean I just hope things don't get more complicated than they are, COVID wise. Now I want you to meet Mirta. Oh, this is Mirta Villalbazo. She is the mayor of Bahia de Banderas. We don't talk much about her because her entire administration has been graced with all sorts of controversy. But since we reported on the official name change from Nuevo Vallarta to Nuevo Nayarit, it is worth mentioning a little bit about her. Yes, if you missed yesterday's broadcast, Nuevo Vallarta is no longer Nuevo Vallarta. It is now called Nuevo Nayarit. And this is based on the council that is led by Mirta Villalbazo, who is the mayor of Bahia de Banderas, where Nuevo Nayarit is located. Anyhow, it is worth mentioning, this is just some curious facts, when the governor of Nayarit originally announced that he intended to change the name of Nuevo Vallarta to Nuevo Nayarit about a month ago or 2 months ago, Mirta Villalbazo's original reaction was like, well, nobody told me. And it's my municipality. And of course, then as she chaired the municipality council for the vote, she stated something along the lines of, well, it's good for our identity as Nayaritas. And now she is in the middle of controversy because she's flying to Poland, with two council members to attend a United Nations forum because Bahia de Banderas was apparently invited. And she's getting a ton of criticism from those that argue that there are enough things to address and to worry about locally that are more important than flying to Poland. And of course, this flight to Poland is paid for with tax money. And she is attending this conference where her presentation will be, as she described it, contundente. And contundente is a big Spanish word that politicians love to use. It means forceful. So if she's going to make a contundente presentation, good for her. I will make a contundente presentation tomorrow here at Coffee and Headlines just for the sake of it. I will be forceful and see if that earns me the right and the privilege to go to Poland or not. The end. Let's take a look at the weather. Where is my weather transition? Here it is. See, I'm getting snarkier by the day. You should stay indoors today. Nobody wants to see your ugly face, your face anyway. See, I immediately assume my ugly face, but who cares? 25 degrees now, feels like 28. Humidity is at 87%, and our temperature in Fahrenheit degrees is 77. Our weather forecast for today is rain and humid through the day with a high temperature of 29 and a low temperature of 24. Then tomorrow, possible light rain until morning, starting again in the evening with winds. Not with winds. Well, yes, with winds, but we don't talk about the winds. High temperature of 30, low temperature of 24. And then Sunday, we end the weekend. Yes, it is a weekend with possible light rain in the morning and afternoon with a high of 29 and a low of 23. Let's see. Are we delayed? Shit, we are. Okay. I wish I could understand what is making these random delays, but I will keep looking, I promise. I also wanted to let you know that Tropical Storm Celia continues to chug along the Mexican coast, provoking strong rain in the region, and is expected to become a Category 1 hurricane in the next few hours. We also learned, and I wish I had a glass of wine for every time I've seen this same photo of Marina Vallarta bus in a bus-related article published by Vallarta Independiente. I would think I would have been able to open a wine store by now. Anyhow, this news item is about the lack of buses in the city, and apparently there are not enough city buses running because there are not enough drivers to drive them. So if you're looking for a charming job and you'd like to be a city bus driver, there are opportunities awaiting for you. And now we get to the meat and potatoes of today's broadcast. We get to talk about stooping. And here's my dare for you. Kindly color your comments with the most funny, vulgar, as explicit as you want to make it, as dirty as you want to make it, just because it's Friday. I want to read your filthiest, most funny expressions of spanking the monkey, doing the deed, stooping, as I like to call it, because I think stooping is a wonderful word. And I think Meggie, as in Peggy, wrote something to that effect earlier on. Anyhow, today we're going to talk about stooping because somebody got busted stooping on the Malecón and they got caught on video and it went viral and we're going to show it here. But before we do this, I have to tell you that Judith Dutton made me laugh this morning. God bless Judith, because Judith was quick to send a little correction for me and saying it's stooping with an ooh. And I don't know what to tell you, Judith. All my life, I've been stooping with a double O. And honey, I have had no complaints. And I've loved every inch of it, by the way. So I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you should try stooping with a double O just to see if you have a change of heart. And I don't think it's a matter of right or wrong. Plus, I have to tell you, Judith, the Urban Dictionary is on my side. And if the Urban Dictionary is stooping with a double O, I'm not going to lose any sleep over the fact that you're stooping with you. The end. So, what is the stooping all about? Well, apparently, in this image, you can see these two guys sitting here. They are drone pilots. And they were doing a drone takeoff from the Malecón. You know, one of those things when the chingadera goes up in the air and it's filming facing down. But apparently, down here, see these two little heads? They were stoopers in our own holy Malecón, in the friendliest city in the world. And the original video is now disappeared, but I'm going to show it to you just because we can. Come on. And that was it. The end. It was only a few seconds. It was only a few seconds, but it takes only a few seconds when you think about it. I mean, the makeup, the makeout, the makeup, the whole thing takes a little while, but the actual stoopage only takes a few seconds. So, again, we don't know if this was intentionally to shame the stoopers or if these guys didn't realize what was happening just over the ledge until after they were done filming. But there you have it. Puerto Vallarta, the friendliest city in the world, allows for stooping on the Malecón in broad daylight. Thank you. And now let's take a look at your comments. Lots of good mornings. Hot, hot, hot in Minnesota. Oh, Karen, you should see my apartment. Or maybe it's the fever from the COVID. I don't know what the fuck it is. Let's see. Lots of good mornings, and I am so grateful for those. As I am grateful, by the way, for all your shows of concern, all the wonderful notes that you've sent to me, all the wonderful coffees that you've gifted Luna and I. Thank you very much. It all goes to a speedy recovery, and it is all very, very much appreciated. Let's see. Oh, I even made myself a new crochet necklace yesterday. I was starting to get antsy for not doing anything. Oh, and one more thing. I actually have enough attention span for an entire film. I advanced in my quest to watch all of the Marvel Universe movies one by one, and last night I watched Thor: The Dark World. It was absolutely fun. I forget which movie is next on my list, but I am enjoying the ride. Let's see what else we have. Oh, Betsy, I hope you're feeling less tired. Let's see. Of course, it's going to be a good day. It's already a good day because we're all hanging out together. I love it. Let's see. La 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 la. Oh, word games. Good morning, pa COVID. I hope you'll soon be oj better. That's a little cryptic for me, but thank you for the good wishes. Oh, Eric told me that he's doing a cooking class in his kingdom at the co-working hotel. But I forget the details. Eric, please send us the details so that we can promote your cooking class. And we'll be happy to do so. This one I loved. Again, Meggie, I'm a word nerd, she says. And let's be honest, stooping is one of the best words, I hope you meant to say, in any language. I totally agree. Stooping is as fun to say as it is as fun to do. Let's see. Logan is turning the corner COVID-wise. We've been keeping track of each other's well-being. He has his doggies. I have my Luna. And I'm glad to see that we are both feeling better. Um, let's see. Timothy comments more cases among friends and coworkers here in Los Angeles, mild cases, thankfully. That sounds pretty much like what I am hearing and reading. Um, Maggie says literally every gathering that has happened in the last 6 weeks has produced a COVID outbreak. I hear you, Maggie, and this makes me wonder, and this is along the lines of what we were reporting yesterday. Does this mean that every time we choose to go to something as normal as a small dinner party with friends, we are expected to do the right thing by testing? It may seem like a nuisance, but maybe this is part of the new normal. I don't know. Um, but I'm very, very concerned about my health as it relates to me being a source of infection to my friends. I mean, I saw some friends over the weekend and I was totally troubled by the possibility of giving them COVID. And I was very relieved to hear that they all tested negative after I told them that I had tested positive. Um, Kate chimes in more cases among friends and associates than I can remember. The only thing in common for all is staying us stayed home in PV. Yes. Yes, more cases now. Feels like COVID is now the new flu and something that will be around for a long time, but not as severe as it was. I have had COVID twice this year, and almost all my friends have had it too, says Christine Pope. I hear you. And yes, clearly this is the new flu, but it's the protocol. It's the with a flu, you don't have to worry about incubation periods. It for some reason it seems so complicated now. I don't know. But I appreciate your comments. They certainly back a little bit of my own personal theories. And yes, Brian, that is a perfect case of using Opues, Nuevo Valla, Nayarit. Opues is right. And now all this laughing is making me feel lightheaded. This is too funny. Note to self, I should take things slow today, even though I'm feeling much better than yesterday. Let's see what else we have. Oh, ow! In a pig's rectum. I love it. That is quite a party. Thank you very much, Kate Rayburn. We are moving into sexual intercourse phrases. Spanking the monkey. Of course, spanking the monkey is a good thing. Um, Time to hide the salami, says Mark Jennings. Or boinking. I like boinking. Boinking makes me feel, never mind. I'm not even going to go there. Oh my God. I shouldn't be laughing because that'll make me cough. Um, let's see. Larry finally made it to Santuario del Taco. I haven't been in so long. It's not even funny. But I'm craving some tacos. That must be a good thing. Let's see. Yes to testing before meeting groups. Not a big deal to take the test, and at least the asymptomatic will be uncovered. I agree with you, Albert. One of the first things I'm going to do once I'm more mobile is to stock on those tests that seem to be available at Farmacia Guadalajara because we can't stop living because of this. And it's really not that inconvenience. I mean, if the tests, I don't know how much they are, but if they're like 200 or so pesos, they're not that expensive, at least for me. Although that makes me feel mindful of people with lesser of an income than I have. Um, Testing regularly may not be as simple for some, and let us keep that in perspective. Can we purchase home tests here in Emiliano Zapata? Yes, just go to Farmacia Guadalajara and you should be able to get tests right there. Rooting is the term in Australia for stooping. I love it. That reminds me of gardening, but I like, like, how about some rooting? Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm getting dirty, and you don't need that. What you need is to get to the end of this broadcast. And yay, we survived another one. Thank you so much, seriously, for enduring this ride with me, for keeping me company, for keeping me happy and making me laugh, for asking the questions, for being part of this community. And I really hope you get as much comfort from being here as I get from spending time with you. Um, Oh, this is important. Karen says, I wish I could send you COVID tests. I have so many that will be expiring in August. Well, don't think about me. Think about anybody you know. If you are in countries where you have the luxury of access to free COVID tests, you don't need them, throw them in a suitcase and bring them down, because I'm sure there are people here that could appreciate them. Stay kind, stay happy, stay generous, stay careful, and stay in touch.